Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. As you can see, we are right at the end, and right at the end, you get to the point where when upgrading your weapons, there is no added DPS, right? So you would be spending 10,000 credits on a power node. That would only give you like one extra shot capacity or something like that, right? A little bit, maybe an increase in rate of fire, maybe something for the Ripper, like an extra additional ricochet, which is not that useful because ricochets can end up hitting you anyway, so it's a bit of a gamble. That sort of shit. So there comes a point where it is simply just better to buy health and have like a ton of health stacked up. Obviously when you've got a ton of health stacked up, even if you get wailed on, you can just kind of mash circle out of it and fully heal back up. So it gives you like a get out of jail free card. Honestly, with all the weapons, like we're holding 5 different weapons, we have like 2 or 3 reloads per weapon for each of the 5 weapons, so ammo is not an issue at this point either. So you're usually just better off stacking up health. That's the only thing that will probably end up either saving you or killing you, is the amount of health you have, so at that point, might as well stack up on health.
Lifting quarantine.
Do you miss them, Isaac?
Killing the team. Yeah.
And your parents? Your mother was a unitologist. She believed.
She believed so much it killed her.
Is this what she would have wanted?
She did. Would that make this easier?
Maybe it's a good thing. I'll never know.
Power in this section. The marker won't move. We're losing time.
It's okay. Hit test connection. What's it say?
Power failure detected. Tether generator. Gravity control.
One of the ground side gravity tethers. Must be power. I'm on it.
Take a break. Can't start now.
Oh, and don't forget this thing if you got the Master Override either. This pucker has 3 power nodes in it, so if you haven't already maxed out your weapon, either rate of fire or damage or suit health, stuff like that, you can also fully upgrade your stasis. Like, that's a useful thing to have. But if you haven't got it, there's 3 extra nodes in the Master Override box right there.
Now entering tether control. Cross-contamination fields engaged. Warning. Main power interrupted. Tether generators are offline. To east generator. To west generator. Emergency elevator offline. Notifying maintenance. Power restored to central generator. Power restored to tether generators. Ready for restart. Restarting tether. Now entering zero gravity.
Janet Isaac, power is flowing again. Come back to the marker quickly. The excavation site's just up ahead. Make us whole.
To be fair, I probably shouldn't have, you know, chosen an area with fucking massive amount of area in front of me that allows them to, you know, form a semicircle on me. Here I make a mistake and think, okay, back up onto the bridge, there's nothing spawned on the other side of the bridge. Nah, get fucked me apparently, there's an exploding cunt. So, yeah. Not sure what the best way to, you know, do that area is. I suppose if you probably can't even control the bridge passageways with line gun laser traps, because you got the brute. He's just going to force his way through. I suppose it'd stop the exploding bastards coming out, but then you got from the spawns to the right and the left, like either side of the doorway there, you've got just regular necromorphs coming at you. So I think it's pretty much guaranteed you're going to get pretty fucking swarmed in that area. But, you know, if you got a ton of health, just, you know, heal through it. Tank it, heal through it, use stasis, and then recover, deal damage however you can. Very likely by force gun, because everything's going to be very fucking close to you. From here on out, it's pretty much smooth sailing. Everything's pretty much in front of you. Nothing really jumps out behind you anymore. And you can control wider areas by just like retreating into a choke, and all the enemies come at you in the choke. And by now your weapons are so powerful you can handle anything from the front pretty easily. Like contact beam, charge shot will 1 to 2 hit pretty much any necromorph. And yeah, your rate of fire on your plasma cutter will deal with them. If you really want to be cheeky, you can throw a couple of line gun traps down in the choke, and that'll just, you know, give you extra passive damage on them when they advance. They're all melee enemies, so they all have to advance, except for the little cunts that shoot out 3 shots, or the gunks for this. But yeah, by now you should have enough, you know, weaponry and upgraded weaponry that you can pretty much handle anything from the front pretty easy. Yeah, this game is one of the better games for, you know, feeling super overpowered late game. It's like this and Resident Evil 4 once you fully upgraded all your weapons and shit. You fucking one-hit things. Like, Resident Evil 4, Blacktail, fully upgraded, you've got fucking just tremendous DPS. You can fucking kill anything from the front pretty much. Just with a handgun. Plasma Cutter's comparable to that. It does its damage a little bit differently. Like, it sets fire to enemies and does damage over time. whereas the blacktail just, you know, super fast rate of fire, just fucks them up. But yeah, you're hitting super hard, you're hitting everything super hard by now, so yeah, not much of a challenge anymore. Just look for corners to back up in. Make sure they come at you from the front. All your weaponry can handle.
You're almost there, Isaac. Get the marker to the pedestal. Hurry!
Fuck, they do a good job with area design. Like, all the organic fucking biomass tyrannid shit all over the fucking walls. Looks good. And then, of course, if you look up here, you can see the impending doom of the asteroid coming
Please,
down,
Isaac, the hive mind is coming. You
really
have
cool.
to make us whole.
Very cool design on this area. Thank God I'm just out of the range of the spine crawler. Stay still, you fucker. Basically, that's body horror, that's flavor text describing someone observing someone turning into a necromorph after infection. Pretty cool little flavor text, really. It just, yeah, describes like the body breaking apart, reforming, the head splitting apart, reforming, gunk coming out everywhere, and the, you know, blade arms and everything. Obviously the text is not that useful here because we've, you know, basically at this point taken out a complete army of them, but like that would have been really good flavor text setting the scene like right at the start, where you haven't seen one or you've only seen a couple so far. Like that would have been really good flavor text for that area. Just because it, yeah, like, given the description, your imagination will create something even more horrible, and from then on you'd have the basic setup of, you know, necromorphs being fucking horrible, gross, all that sort of deal. And like that sort of would stick in your head and help build the setting. Rather than, you know, now we've seen them, we've seen all the different types of them, we've killed countless of them.
Now reunited to the
Yeah, they're kind of run-of-the-mill now. That text would have been much better at the start, but at the start it would also... At the start you've also got to create the tension, so you can't just come out with everything, you know, right at the start. Yeah, it's tricky. It's good flavor text, but I'm not sure where the best place for it would be. And where it is now is probably not the best place for it. Fucking... the area right before the final boss.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Nicole.
We're whole again. We are whole.
Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. All personnel, evacuate immediately.
The payload. I'll restart the tether. Buy us time. on, come on.
Forget it, Isaac. There's no fixing this.
Let her go, Daniels.
Let who go? Can't you see how delusional you are?
We've got to go. The payload from the planet crack is about to fall.
I gave you a chance to come around, Isaac. But if you still won't see it, I'll help you. One last time. Wrigley override. This time, watch to the end.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I just wish I could talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. Strange. Such a little thing. Just had a talk. That's all this research was in the end. Not much, is it? Just had to make it listen when he begged for convergence. But I had a different prayer. It spoke. And then it listened. Make this stop, I said. Maybe it understood, but... I can't return what was taken. Why can't I see you again, Isaac? I loved you. I always loved you.
You did this to yourself. Nicole's been dead this whole time. You just couldn't handle it, could you? Because if she's gone, at least now it'll be in safe hands. The marker won't turn anyone else into its puppet. Give me the loader remote.
No. It's over. We're whole again.
For Christ's sake, I'm not going to ask again, Cross.
No! Enough people have died!
Then just do it. I've got nothing left to lose.
Cross!
It's better this way, Isaac. You'll never recover from what the marker's done to you. And when the tectonic load drops, all this will be buried. Just like Earth got wanted. Warning. Seismic activity increasing. Evacuate to safe location.
So yeah, a very terrific fix of a plot hole. Sure, Isaac can imagine Nicole, and it doesn't, do anything if she doesn't, have to do anything. But the second she has to do shit, then you're talking about like a out of body third party controlling Isaac, and then it gets all a little bit hairy in terms of reliable narrator and all that sort of shit. By just using Cross, fixes that plot hole quite easily, quite successfully. It's a good change in my opinion. Eat shit! Became a smear.
This is all I got left!
Alright, projectiles are a bit slow. Probably not that. Also like the effect it has when it screams. That sort of implies that it has, like a hive tyrant or something, it has some sort of psychic power. Like, and since Isaac's already sort of infected by the marker, consciously speaking, when it roars like that and it distorts his vision, that's like psychic influence from the hive mind rather than, you know, just the force of it, you know, yelling through his armor, because it's like extremely loud. Mind you, it can also be extremely loud as well. Like, people don't realize how loud some animals are, some fucking vicious animals. Like, with the Ghost and the Darkness, in one section, that's about the Sarajevo lions or whatever they were, that ate like fucking a ton of Indian people. In one part of that movie, they trap it in a train cart. And apparently in real life, the lion in the train car managed to roar so loudly it fucking deafened some of the people that like were trying to shoot it when it was trapped. Like that, if a lion, like a massive lion like that, can roar in like a confined space and deafen people, what's something, you know, this fucking big roar gonna do, you know? That sort of deal. Even with, I assume he has some sort of engineering audio dampeners in there to protect his hearing and all that sort of stuff with like Isaac. Like, even given that, it might just be so fucking loud that it distorts his vision with its roar. Also, stay still, you big fucker. Fuck, it's tricky to shoot this bastard. The sway is so unnatural and hard to predict. Like, this final stage is what the original boss was like. He just alternates left and right. And if you move forward and in the opposite direction of the arm he's swinging with, that pretty much always dodges it. Yeah. So forward and to the opposite side of your swinging arm, and you'll pretty much always dodge it. And that was the case for the original Dead Space as well. What they did add was the spit, his piss attack move, that one there. Yeah. And basically the whole first stage of the fight where he's spitting out all these spores and shit. Pretty different compared to the original. Obviously the boss fight's pretty cool, looks good, feels good, plays good. Maybe a bit easy, but, you know, I'm not going to complain about that. Tell you what, good fucking luck shooting this thing. Ah, there we go.
Isaac, it's me. Oh, I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
So there you have it. One of the top 5 best survival horror games of all time. Action survival horror, I should say. Because you've got your regular survival horror where, you know, people argue that you should be helpless in the face of threats. So it increases tension sort of artificially. Through the gameplay, I kind of disagree. I reckon if you're doing your job properly through story, build up, all that sort of thing, the tension will be there. You don't need to make the gameplay intentionally difficult. But yeah, one of the top 5. Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 4 Remake are both up there as well. I would argue they're both up there, not just the remake, because they're significantly different in how they play out and how they play. Obviously, Resident Evil 4 Remake is better mechanically speaking because you got the parry, you can duck some enemy attacks, and you've got circle for evade for other enemy attacks. And it just, along with the parry, it just works great. But yeah, I don't really have an order for the top 5, but there's at least 3 for the top 5. Straight up. Yeah, great game. Great game.